Hey, Bond family, what's up? Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. I hope it's amazing for you. I want to talk to you guys about something that came up in the mastermind call today, and I thought sharing it would benefit all you as well. First of all, I'm super excited because today we start another BYPB course. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a 6-week course called Boost Your Pawn Business, where I walk pawnbrokers managers through leadership marketing strategy in order to grow their business. The cool thing about this is that a lot of the tactics that I teach have helped pawnbrokers get within 12% of their pre-COVID pawn balance. We've helped pawnbrokers sell more than 80% of the last year's goal and budget. So if you're watching this, let me know. Say hello so I can say what's up. But I want to talk to you guys about why you guys cannot find good people and what I think the mistakes that many pawnbrokers are making, especially in this field, that stops them from bringing on good team members to be able to take them from pawnbroker to entrepreneur. So we all know that growing an amazing team is what's going to allow you to grow your business, right? The better team you have, the more freedom you have to strategize, to work on the business, the more freedom you have, time with your family, so on and so forth. So two things are happening. One is that I believe that pawnbrokers are only offering money. And let me explain that to you. People don't just want money to work today. It doesn't work like that. People want an amazing leader to lead the team. People want an amazing culture to be a part of, to have an atmosphere that they can wake up and they can be proud of and inspired and motivated to go to work every single day. And the biggest issue is that most pawnbrokers don't have that great culture and aren't leading at a level that's going to attract great talent. That's just the truth. The second thing is that most pawnbrokers aren't making noise to be able to show people how awesome it is to work at a pawn shop. They expect that they put out an ad out there on Indeed, on Craigslist saying, hey, I've got this position, it pays X amount of dollars, and that you're going to get flooded with people to come work for you. See, that's where the mistake is. The mistake is that if you're not showing people how amazing your team culture is and how awesome it is to work for you, why would anybody want to work for you? Let me ask you this question. Would you want to work for you? Knowing what you know about your company, knowing what you know about its pay, its structure, its culture, its organization, its consistency, would you want to work for yourself? And I dare you to answer that question in the comments. Because if you wouldn't want to work for yourself, why would anybody else want to work for you? And if you don't know how to become a better leader, if you don't know how to create a great culture with a mission, vision, and values, then you're just rowing upstream and it's going to get harder. It's going to get more overwhelming. It's going to get more frustrating. It's going to get annoying. It's going to get to the point where you lose motivation and inspiration. And if you as the leader lose it, guess what happens to everybody else? They lose it too. So today we start the 6 weeks of Boost Your Pawn Balance course where we're going to talk about leadership and culture. And we're going to really, really go into the why and the how and get that clarity. And I've got a couple of spots open. If you're interested, let me know. But at the same time, people talk about like, oh, what is a great culture? I have a great culture. We're like family. That's not what a great culture is. I know families that hate working for each other. I do. So when you say that my culture is like family, I know families that hate each other, fight with each other, hate working for each other, but are there because that's what they know. If you don't become a better leader, you won't be able to make more money. You won't be able to have more time and freedom to be able to strategize, grow the business, spend that time with that family. And what's stopping you? Think about it. What's stopping you from becoming a better leader? Is there a small investment in a course like BYPB? Is it the fact that you won't sit and be consistent and committed to reading books? Is it that you don't know what that difference is when you have a great culture? I mean, when there's a great culture, ladies and gentlemen, it's day and night. When you look up at the pawnbrokers who are doing amazing things and building legacies, it's because they've built a great culture. Not because they're smarter than you, not because they have more money than you, not because they know some secret of the industry that you don't know, but it's because they become better leaders and built a better culture. And Dave Skabinski, who I respect fully, says sometimes the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing, but they think that they do. Lack of communication. Totally agree with you. Couldn't agree with you more, Dave. And what's stopping you? You know, the cost of a ring out of your showcase, the fact that you don't know what's out there. You know, there's this pie chart that says what you know, what you don't know that you don't know, and then what you don't know that you do know. I mean, there's just, and it's like this is how much you know out of a whole pie. It's like a small slice of the pie of what you know. What if you just learned 10% more? What if you learned 20% more? And not just how to run a pawn shop, how to run a business, how to be a better leader, how to be a better marketer and strategist. What if that happened? What's the worst thing that can happen if you gained more knowledge? You know what the worst thing that can happen is? That you would grow and you would get some overwhelmed and you have to learn some more. That you'd find better team leaders and team members and you have to grow more stores and you have to learn more. And if you just want to have this one little shop that pays yourself and you have no freedom, then power to you. I'm all about that. That's fine. And the pawn leaders isn't for you. The pawn leaders are for people who want to go from pawnbroker to entrepreneur, to build legacies and spend time with their families, to put more money in the bank account so that they can use it today and not just tomorrow. Like my dad used to say, he wants to use it tomorrow, but with his Parkinson's, he can't. It goes to caregivers. What would it take? What would it do if you just learned 10% more about the business that you own or that you lead? How much more money would you make on the bottom line? You see, when this whole pandemic happened, some people jumped ship from the mastermind. And it was sad to see because they panicked. Those who stayed in, those who knew that learning and investing in themselves was important, they just crushed it. $30,000 on Facebook Lives, best sales ever, pawn balances going back up, finding better team members, pawn pirates leaving. I mean, just such beauty happened within the pandemic for their businesses. So with that, I'm going to bid you a farewell. In 10 minutes, I've got my intro call to the Boost Your Pawn business course. If you're interested, please let me know. Like I said, ask yourself, what would happen if you just learned 10% more about this business? 10% more about how to be a better leader, marketer, and strategist. What would that do for the whole of your business? I know it would make it so much better. So with that, stay safe, stay healthy. I love you all. And we'll talk soon. Check out the podcast that dropped today with Ken Huddleston. He talks about learning. He calls himself an old dog and how he loves to learn. If you listen to the podcast, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not listening to the podcast, you are missing out on some of the best free value that you can imagine. Jose, awesome. Jose says that he's interested. I will shoot you a message right after I jump off this call to get you in, and we'll have a conversation about it. And with that, take care. Love you all. Stay safe, stay healthy.